I know what every button and lever does here. And
Okay.
none of them turn me off.
Do any of them turn you on?
In the control.
That's me. That's my muscles.
Oh, hello. Welcome to Forge of Lore, where we tell stories through Dungeons and Dragons. Hey, so guys, I have like the worst memory and forgot to tell you guys. Emmy and I are guesting over on Red's channel, Red Samurai, our great friend. But here's the good news. It's not too late. We're doing a run of episodes in his epic level homebrew Hell's Awakening campaign. Catch us the next few Thursdays at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 Eastern, 6:30 p.m. UK. We've been having lots of fun. Link in the description. But right now, time for us to play some D&D. Roll it.
The crows!
The crows question mark?
Falafel.
Nailed it. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Do you guys remember when you fought the Munithir and their illusions? Marcus became a speedster. Nifrim was banished. Gunny rolled like trash. And Cedric became the tastiest thing, just for a moment. Your group has arrived at an old high-tech facility in the desert, built by the long-gone civilization known as the Ymir. You're here to begin the shutdown process for the ancient AI being Minni, that claims she was built to save the old civilization. She's told you the Ymir were killed off by some sort of virus. A couple of months ago, she started a war between the continents of Thorin by attacking a capital city with a giant ancient robot that stood over the city for centuries. Your team managed to gather evidence that it was a false flag operation to present to the king of Muspelheim, who wanted to use it to end the war. Minni said that she started the war because the people of Muspelheim have a slightly higher chance of survival, claiming that the disappearance of the god Hother means that nobody is able to properly fix the Hother Ring, which is supposed to terraform the planet. When you arrived at this Valkyr facility, she used illusions to make it seem like you were attacked by dozens of Munithir members, though there were actually only 4 of them that were real. You took them out, at which point the illusory image of Minni entered a hallway, heading deeper into the facility. And that, friends, is where our story continues. So
is Hother just like a mega genius, or all of them are just too lazy to try and figure out his shit?
have to find out.
His was specialized knowledge, I'm guessing.
Yeah, when we talked to Boulder, he made it sound like no one else could do what,
That's what I'm saying. Like, see, that's
Boulder
smart.
could do.
Damn.
Well, I mean, if you're an AI god, which is what I'm saying,
Yeah, and it's not
maybe you have
like all
specialties.
the other. Yeah, not all the other gods can control lightning and thunder.
It's true.
True.
Each one seems to have their own specialty.
So,
It sounds like they could just put their heads together.
Anyway, semantics.
It sounds like you
Sam
need to pull your head
antics.
out.
so let's take a look.
It's not the first time Sam's heard that. Just no.
No, it won't be the last.
I just realized I missed a guy to kill here. He's gone. Yeah.
It
It's
doesn't
a term
matter.
of endearment, okay?
You guys are in this main room that you had the battle in the facility, and Minni opened these doors and walked through them. Okay, I'm gonna
Hey,
take
guys.
the chicken away from you real quick. Hang on. If you're gonna abuse it, I'm gonna take it away from you.
No.
What? Gross.
Don't take the chicken.
So
Guys,
I'm
I'm
gonna
a-
start off the. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not. I don't know where everyone else stands, but man, I'm hurting a little.
Yeah, me too,
Blasted
dude.
through a whole lot of my spell slots, and I'm
Short
I'm
rest.
kind of down a little.
Well,
You want to take an hour in here?
maybe. I don't know if that's a great idea.
Can you lock the doors?
I don't know.
Well, yeah, but I don't know if that would give Minnie time to recoup some of her minions and come back.
Yeah,
after
that's
us.
kind of what I'm thinking.
Call reinforcements.
I would like to start off the shenanigans by coming over to this door on the other side of the room. And I would like to see if my Fragna device registers it at all, and if I can try to open it.
I'm sorry, what are you trying to do? The other door?
Yep, the opposite side. Because dudes came in from here too, right?
Yes, so it does appear to be locked. Go ahead and give me an Arcana.
And I want to see if I can get this car running, this vehicle, this thing on wheels.
It's only
maybe I
a
can
16.
pilot it through these
16?
hallways.
You bring up the
Yeah.
icon, it has the lock. You start doing your normal thing, trying different codes. And time after time.
Fuck. All right.
Sounds like a petulant child.
Well, it seems the only way forward is through this hallway that Minnie just happened to walk down very, as if we should follow her.
Yes, Marcus?
Consider, could I try to force the door open?
Oh,
You try?
you're not a chicken
Come, Cedric,
anymore.
let's muscle this way in.
You want to
I mean,
try
yeah,
opening
let's do
that
this.
door?
I got some
Cedric,
residual.
I understand the cock is hard to get out of you, but
I have
might
some
need to use
residual
some
chicken
doors.
inside of me.
Residual cock in your throat? Oh my god,
Residual
I'm sorry.
cock in my throat.
So sorry.
That's hot. Let's do it. Sit up, roll.
Athletics.
15. I rolled a 3.
Athletics.
Hey, welcome in, Quest Junkies
I got a
UK.
17 because I also rolled
Big fan of your
poorly.
show.
Let's give them a shout out.
Yeah. Thank you.
Is it
Yeah, everyone
just
act cool. It's Quest
exclamation
Junkies.
SO?
You can do / shout out. So you got a 15, Cedric?
Yeah, I only rolled a 3.
All right, Marcus, did you roll?
I got a 17. I also rolled very
17?
poorly.
You both try. These doors are big and heavy, and you're worn out from that pretty rough battle the both of you got decently hurt in.
I had my ass kicked.
Gasp.
So I don't know if this would be helpful. I would use a spell slot, but I wonder if I could cast reduce on those doors if they would shrinky dinky.
Does that
It
work
says
on
creature
objects?
or object.
Creature or object?
Creature or object.
Maybe.
And you're doing this on what?
The doors that you can't open. The doors. Or I could do enlargen and they just bust everything.
Enlarging?
But it's that
Embiggen.
would take a very valuable spell slot. It just depends on how dedicated we are on getting through that door.
I don't know that we need to do that. I think we need to follow Minnie. Regardless of what sort of traps she has lying ahead of us, I think that's the direction we need to go.
Okay.
What you guys
Is
doing?
everyone good with that?
Marcus is gonna pout and go through the door like,
I'm gonna
Out.
cast. I mean, she knows we're coming, and I don't know if it's worth like taking out all these cameras so she doesn't see exactly when we're coming. But
I don't think it's worth it. There's so
I will
many.
take all
or
the cameras.
sneaking, going through the, or we could just follow the leader here, and see where she takes us.
So, you, with apparently Nifrim leading, you head into the hallway. It immediately turns left. You see a door on the right with a keypad. It does have a sign in Celestial, which is the ancient language. That door at the end, or on the corner, says pump room.
Pump room?
Pump room.
Pump.
giggity.
You see another door a little ways down the hallway, and then a T to the right, and then it veers off to the left with another doorway.
What
Can I try to
does-
Imagine the
Can I attempt to
I
stealth?
imagine the pump room
Yeah.
is
Sorry.
air and water
Yeah, stealth would probably be a good
through the
idea.
facility.
Can we go ahead and do that? Or
Yeah, and I also brought my mic in so you guys can hear me.
Thank you.
beautiful.
Nif, as you
All
pass
right.
the
Destroying
door on the right, it has a sign in Celestial that reads laboratory.
I got a
Access
19 in stealth.
restricted. A 19? All right, Nif, what'd you
24.
get? 24. Marcus?
21.
Nice.
21. Cedric?
Same, 21.
Nice. Not bad.
So you guys start creeping down. There's no cover really, but you're trying to be as quiet as possible and sticking to the walls. You're also
Right on.
feeling a little thirsty. Skull, Quest Junkies. I was feeling a bit
Nice.
parched. Thank you.
I don't have water, I have coffee.
Drink
that
your
work?
coffee.
No. Yeah, I guess so.
Coffee's got water in it.
Thanks, friend.
All right. Hello, gents over here. This is laboratory.
What's that?
Gotta be clear, it's this door here that says laboratory.
Oh, I thought the other one was
No.
the laboratory. I'm sorry. You know what? Let's backtrack here. The other one was pump room on
Well,
the
I
opposite
mean-
end, right?
Laboratory
this
sounds
one
like
is pump room.
experiments.
Oh shit, I didn't even see that door. Do you remember when we were in the Valkyr facility in Alfheim? They had that room that had experiments
I don't.
in it. No, you weren't there, Gunny. Bless.
Oh.
I think it might be something similar.
Does
Should
that
we
sound
open
like
it?
something we want to go into then? Room with experiments?
I don't know. Should we try?
Let's do it.
Yes.
All right. Arcana?
Give me an Arcana.
What if there's stuff in there that can help us?
23.
Those are usually in the third or fourth door down.
23. The door does open. Let me hide this. And
Which off?
there, it leads directly to another door. This kind of reminds you of the other Valkyr facility, where the labs had double kind of doors with a space in between.
Right.
When you
Would Gunny
get-
be familiar with this concept of it being like a clean room? Like
Nope. You've never seen
disinfectant
anything
with
like
what
that.
I've done.
There are windows on the side through which you see some sort of equipment, machinery, and storage. So you guys go in the airlock essentially.
I will.
Yeah.
When
Already
you,
in
when
there.
you approach the second door,
I'm hesitant
it's
in
got a
getting
light on
everybody
the
in
side
here.
that's red. There's no access pad or anything. You bring up and it doesn't have a different thing. Give me an investigation.
Oh my god. 31.
Fuck.
Wow.
Nif,
Nice,
you
dude.
kind of, considering there's no controls for this door, and this seems to be some kind of little staging area, you kind of gather that you gotta close the door behind you for this to open.
Oh. Don't freak out. And I'm gonna close the other door.
All right. It's Jesus. It's really hard for me to actually close, so let's just say it closes, and then
It's
as soon
okay.
as it does, this one opens. And not
Theater of the
into
mind
room
and
like
whatnot.
that, but-
Freak out, we're trapped. Oh my god.
Freak out.
So
Is there-
it opens
Oh my
into a
God.
room with all sorts of strange equipment. You see tables with some sort of lab equipment on the left, a large machine ahead of you, a wall of machinery, kind of stuff like stuff you've seen before in other areas, but this is quite a few banks of it.
Does
And then on your right is more kind of computers and terminals. Yeah,
Cedric
Gunny.
presses buttons on this terminal.
I want to immediately take out any cameras that I can see.
All right.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Does any of this stuff look operational? Like the machine that's this big machine ahead of me?
Give me an investigation. Meanwhile, Gunny, give me a perception to make sure you can catch all the cameras.
22?
A 22? Some
23.
of the terminals seem to be kind of functional. The machinery on the wall seems, some of it has lights. There's a couple that don't, but some of it does. This machine does seem to be on, but it is also, it does look damaged. This screen, this kind of window right here into a sort of chamber is cracked and opened. It has this tube coming out that's cracked. The screen above it is kind of scorched. There's some scorch marks on the rest of the machine. And when you look at the screen, the surviving screens, it's like all red text, translating to like all sorts of errors.
Oh, dang.
Gunny, what was your perception?
23.
23. You do see that there do appear to be cameras in the corners, as well as the corners of the kind of entrance. And then
Go ahead and blaster those down.
all right, it's
Unless
easy
anybody
enough.
wants to help me take
They're
it.
stationary.
Yeah, I'll help as well.
Easily just
Throwing away money there.
as they all kind of explode
No,
as you shoot
it's
them.
Minnie, Cedric, not money. Minnie.
I believe he's alluding to the fact that he could just poke them with his gigantic sword.
Oh yes, Marcus. Yes.
No,
yes.
he wants to take them to sell.
But you do manage to
Like
take
you-
out all the cameras.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Cedric presses buttons on this computer.
For funsies, give me an Arcana.
Nifrim's just watching.
That's a 17.
17. Okay.
16 plus 1.
So
Also,
as you just kind of walk over and start, code starts scrolling up the screen. None of it makes sense to you. Nifrim, it's in Celestial, but it doesn't really make sense to you either. It's also kind of scrolling by real quick. You see, however, it does kind of end on an entry that says logs in Celestial.
Cedric, why don't you
Yes?
click that one?
Okay. And I click that one.
It opens up. A bunch of text starts scrolling in Celestial, all kind of time-stamped, although you don't recognize the format of time, but you kind of can tell that it's a timestamp in front of each entry. It automatically scrolls to the bottom, where the last entry on there is containment breach. Evacuate immediately.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
I don't have to evacuate right now. I did that earlier.
I imagine, a containment breach that if we're in here now, I don't know if that would be like to us now or if it was just for them then, but
I don't think so.
I do want to, this is a laboratory, so knowing how to make the dust of corrosion, I want to see if there are any of the elements that are needed to make dust of corrosion on the table.
Give me
storage.
investigation.
That is a nat 20 for 29.
Ooh. You quickly kind of go through all the equipment and materials. You don't find anything for dust of corrosion. You actually don't recognize most things here. Most of them are, most of the materials are containers of liquids. Some broken, some, empty. a couple with a little bit of liquid in them of various colors. All of the equipment itself, I mean, it reminds you of alchemy. It seems to be something to do with gases and liquids. What it actually does and how it works, it is extremely advanced. This is definitely Ymir.
This is
You're not
this
sure
is a
what
lot
the fuck
further
it
from the
does.
toilet bowl cleaner that I'm used to in stain removal.
I don't see anything here that could be the thing we're looking for to shut Minnie down. I don't think this is where we need to be.
Okay,
I think we
let's
should
go
move
then.
on. Yeah?
Yeah, I think we need to maximize our time here, or make our time short,
All
I
right.
should say.
As you come out,
that would
I
be
forgot to
minimizing.
mention there is another door across the hall from this door. In Celestial, the sign says offices.
Perhaps we'll have
Administration
time
offices.
to explore. Did you say menstruation offices?
Administration.
Nice.
Slightly different.
I think we'll have
slightly.
time to explore afterwards. Unless we have a Metroid
Different.
situation on
You
our
don't
hands.
think you don't think an
Just to-
office would be where a kill switch would be?
I don't know.
I don't know exactly what we're actually looking for. Or
I bet it's gonna be a big red button.
I'm going to
Oh,
walk down the
okay.
hall and just see what the other doors are labeled.
Be on the safe side. Can you close that door in case there's something sneaky and small hiding in there?
Sure.
I would have seen it. I have blind sense.
Unless it was asleep.
You do manage to
Re-
close the door.
retroactively.
So, what is marching order going down this hallway?
Should I go first?
Sure. I'll
imagine
follow
we're all
you.
still sneaking, so
We're
I
sneaking.
kind of want to take any cameras as we see them.
I'll
As
sneak up the
you-
rear.
As you kind of start
whoa.
heading down the hallway, you see this kind of hallway to the right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna need a dex save from Marcus and Sideric from the looks of it.
Can I see it coming?
Remember to add
Sideric, you
5, buddy.
see it coming.
Nice.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, 20.
21.
20 and 21. So, as you start...
Oh wait, plus 5, you said?
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
So as you
That'd be
start
26.
heading down and you look down the hallway at the door to your right, suddenly you hear above you, bing,
Oh,
an explosion goes off. And you guys do manage to kind of dive backwards out of the way. Stop that.
Whoa.
Let go. As the ceiling starts caving in there.
Was
say evacuate immediately.
there was an explosion that
Well-
caused this?
Yeah. Basically, the ceiling explodes. And
Fucking lovely.
rocks start, like, filling the hallway. And unfortunately, you do not, you don't, you still get kind of hit, but you'll take half.
I
That was
wonder if I
rude,
should
Minnie.
cast invisibility on myself or someone. That way.
So that is 14
Traps.
bludgeoning damage to Marcus and Sideric.
Fuck.
Well, that didn't work. Sorry, are you all right? Do you need
So
any
we have,
healing?
so we have the
I'll need to
offices
heal
and we
myself,
have
yes.
the pump room.
I
yeah,
could do a
the-
cure wounds on you. I have plenty of spell slots.
The hallway is
Okay.
completely
I
blocked
don't have
off,
plenty.
both of them.
Okay, I will do. That is going to be 12 healing. Back to you, Marcus.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How much
I
is
do have-
Marcus at?
39.
Oh
I'm
shit.
in even 50.
I want to take out the remaining cameras in this hallway so they can't see exactly where we
Can
are.
we just like
Easy
take a
enough.
nap for a little bit?
I don't know if we want to do that, Cedric. I think she's got her eyes on us very, very closely. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm worried.
Well, I guess I'll be.
Nothing's going to happen to you. I won't let it.
Well, we got the pump room and we have the offices.
Well, Gunny, you did suggest
administration.
offices. What?
I'm gonna use one of my potions of superior healing.
Actually, I am also going to
right.
take a potion.
You to get on the same page as me.
Thank you, Con. You're welcome for VIP, so I get DM disadvantage. I appreciate you.
All right. Should I try opening this administrative offices door?
Let's do it.
Yeah? Go for it? Okay.
Yes. Pump it.
That was almost a natural 20. But that'll be a 22.
22. It does take about a minute of trying codes, but eventually it does.
It's 23 health back.
Nice.
Nice!
It does open.
Oh, we do have potions. Like, we've got some potions we can take.
That's what I'm...
I don't.
Inside,
You do
you
too.
see
I thought
kind
we
of
got you some potions.
brightly lit room
About 14 health back.
that actually reminds you of one of the room that Gendry discovered in the last Valkyr facility. There's these short, kind of thin, flimsy walls separating various desks with old Emir equipment on them. Very simplistic looking.
Real quick, Josh, I'm gonna give you a potion of healing greater. That's 44 plus
thank you.
4.
44 plus 4? So 48?
4d4.
I knew what I was
44.
Some kind of math.
I knew what I was doing.
4Ds,
I
yeah.
knew what I was doing. I'm sorry, Steve. What were you?
That was it. It's
I
an
interrupted.
office.
Okay.
Do we want to kind of poke in and take out any cameras before we actually set foot in case there's more traps, or can I
Sure.
do
Can
an
I check for
investigation?
traps?
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm
give
a
me
rogue.
give me investigation and perception.
I heal for 17.
Nice.
Nice.
Thank you.
26. You're very welcome, Cedric.
26.
26 to check for traps.
You do kind of check in the doorway. There doesn't seem to be anything in there. You kind of poke your head in and take a look around. You do see a couple cameras in the corner. Or, well, one in each corner, pretty much. But you don't really see anything that seems dangerous. You don't hear
I
any
think we're
beeping
good.
or anything.
There's some cameras if you want to take them out. I would like to check out this file
Surveillance
cabinet.
state much?
Cedric sits in these spinny chairs and just does spins.
They do spin.
I do blast the
If I
cameras.
were to sit in one of those chairs, would the chair break under me?
Probably.
Maybe.
I mean, they got a surprising.
Do you
weight
want me to
limit,
roll?
too,
I'm gonna sit in one
office
of them and
chairs.
see what happens.
As you sit in it, does kind of.
Roll for my armor's too
Hey,
heavy
Cedric,
check.
if you sit in
But
that chair, I can
it
push you
does
down the
survive.
hallway and see how far I get you.
Oh, let's do it. You know, the world
What
isn't
if we
ending or anything.
close the
Push me
doors
down the
here
chair.
and take a nap here?
I don't know. I am going to go into this corner cube area between this computer and these filing cabinets, and I want to do the investigation with my eyes of minute, my buoy, and see if I see anything individually between these objects.
All right, go ahead and give me that. Nifram, you said you wanted the filing cabinet?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me an investigation.
And to be like really
How
focusing
many
on one thing to
individual
buoy.
rolls do you want me to make as far as
Yeah, I'd
item?
say you don't have minute seeing. That's just for investigating like a single object.
Well, like the filing cabinet, like drawer by drawer by drawer, or that's what I was
you can give
asking
me
if
a
you wanted
general
to do several rolls.
investigation.
General
give me
investigation?
Yeah, just give me one for the cabinet. What'd you get, Neff?
I got a 25 for the file cabinet.
25. You open drawer after drawer after drawer. They're all empty, cleaned out.
Rude.
I got a 16.
Lame.
Same for you.
All right.
I'm gonna
if
wheel
you-
my chair over to Siddirk and then we can spin them together.
Squeak, squeak, squeak.
If you guys
And
want
give
to
high
take a
fives the
little
whole
rest,
time.
I mean, I worry that we're going to miss something, or she's going to recoup, or she's going to bring in some reinforcements. I'm
I mean, I'm not
terrified.
dying.
Let's go fuck her
anymore
up then.
Since I took that potion, I think we're I'm new to the adventuring, so I gotta use
Are
my
there like any erasers or
equipment
markers or chalk on these boards?
No, there is not.
Ooh.
This place is fairly
guess we
cleaned
could
out,
always,
and none of the machines turn on.
could always try the pump room. Seems to be the last option,
I
All right, let's go to the pump room.
unless we miss something in the first one.
Or try the door again.
Marcus,
Right.
you're on the wall.
Get down.
Okay.
From the windows, there is no window.
To the wall.
Gunny,
walls?
Niff,
I'll climb
and
on whatever walls I
Sidric,
want.
as you approach this door, you do notice out of the corner of your eye that other door is now open, leading to another hallway.
Your magic.
Always. I got a 24 to open this door.
24, you bring up your Fragna device, start trying codes, and after about 20 seconds, it opens.
Sam just
Inside,
went over.
you
Yeah,
see,
you
it
did.
kind of reminds you of a larger version of the room upstairs. There's machinery in here, kind of humming along. Some of it doesn't seem to be on or functional.
I close my eyes to see if I sense anything around me.
Give me perception. With
I
advantage.
would
Probably works in
also-
conjunction.
Nifrim is staying outside because she's kind of like transfixed by the idea that the doors across the way are now open. I'd like to do a perception of that as well. When
All right.
Be a 19 for me, dog.
A 19. You close your eyes and you listen very carefully. You, of course, hear your friends moving about and talking. But
Marcus let out a little
you
toot.
hear the machinery humming along, but you don't hear any other movement or breathing.
Okay.
I got a 24, just kind of slowly walking toward that door.
A 24.
Poke my head out the door. Wait, no, Nifrim, hold on 1 minute.
I mean, it appears to be open.
going
Leading
anywhere.
to a very similar hallway that goes right instead of left. You can kind of tell with that there does seem to be kind of a matching door on the other side, with some kind of signage. You can't read it from here though.
Get pretty close to Nifrim as she's looking. Nifrim, you know what this is telling me? It's telling me Minnie's kind of directing us with the explosions and stuff. She knows exactly what
Yes.
she's doing. Which means
need
we're
to be-
probably going into some sort of trap.
We need to be careful whatever we do moving forward. We'll
Was
check
there
for traps.
no interest in the pump room? We didn't even go in there.
Well, I went in. I just nothing really seemed like it without
Nothing
rolling an
stands out
investigation or
as, like,
anything.
Did you
useful
did
or
you press the
anything.
buttons?
No. Usually pump room. I don't want to suffocate.
I mean, I have a potion of water breathing. We'd be okay.
You can tell this player is
I can
HVAC
breathe underwater.
certified.
I'm gonna come up to the corner and peer around to see if there's anything visible as far as like traps.
All right, give me a perception.
Gunny, I just want to pump up the jam.
That's a natural one.
Pump up the jam.
I don't know what
Fuck.
to tell you. You see a hallway.
You get like
you
kind
think
of
it's a
dust in my
hallway?
eyes. Oh God!
Yeah, you kind of get.
sorry.
Oh fuck! Ow!
My eyes are very dry. Does somebody want to look down this hallway and make sure we're okay?
Icon. Hiya.
Icon.
Only a hallway.
Icon.
Con.
What'd you get?
Well,
I got a 17.
A 17.
17.
No, a 17.
You look down the hallway, you see again kind of matching doors on the left and right with signage. You have no idea what it says. And then a hallway to the left, and then at the end it does go right. It's kind of a mirror of the other side. But as far as any kind of, like, you don't hear any beeping, you see no trigger plates or anything. You do see a couple cameras, well, a few cameras in every corner. But other than that, you don't really see anything.
Can I read the signs on the door?
If I cast a firebolt down the hallway, do you think that would trigger any visual traps?
We could always send Herm down there.
Well, wait, we don't want the ceiling coming down on us.
Right.
Well, there is also a door behind us here in the corner.
So the signage, this door, kind of this first door, says storage.
Okay.
The two doors here, this one says viewing room. And this one says control room.
I want to view stuff.
Control.
I'll try to open the viewing room first.
The viewing room?
Uh-huh.
All right. Go ahead and give
And then
me
I'm going to
an
open control.
Arcana.
Marcus wants
But
to see what's in here.
As you start doing that, though, I will
Uh-oh,
say
what?
the hang on, let me. I gotta get it right. Hang on, what did I do here?
Whoa.
Where did that go? Hang on, sorry. This is a very complicated hide volume.
You're fine.
The door behind you does open.
What? Behind me?
Yes, to the control
thought-
room.
Oh, I was
feel like
opening.
we're being
Oh, wait.
led.
It just opened?
It just opened.
It just
You hear
opened
ding.
on its own.
Oh,
I would like to check
That's
for traps.
concerning.
Don't you
Give
dare
me
fucking go in there.
investigation.
That's why I came up to the door.
what is this, the movie theater?
That's a 25 for investigation.
25. Looking around the door, you don't really see any kind of trap or anything. No trigger mechanisms or anything. Just kind of a hallway into a large room. Sort of industrial looking.
Feels like a
You going
bad
in?
idea. I'd like to do another, like, check for traps or something. I'm fucking terrified, okay? You did this to me.
Me too.
Can I just do a general perception?
Yeah, sure. General
'Cause
perception.
I can see what's in there, but, you know,
Yep.
whether or not Marcus can. That's going to be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Peering into the room, you see structures. Large structures. And inside those structures, you see familiar machinery.
Never, don't go in there. Darn robots.
Why?
You also
What?
see a very large set of doors on the opposite end. Very industrial
The
looking.
big robots that blew up your house and stuff, they're in there.
As you see
Let's
them,
maybe
they
close-
don't seem to be active.
They don't seem to be active yet.
Perhaps we should close the door for now, and we can revisit if need be. What do you think?
Oh,
Would we be well out of the detect magic Nif cast at the
Oh.
beginning of the fight.
Yeah, that is long gone.
Is it?
That's
Is
10
it 1
minutes.
minute or 10 minutes?
Yeah, it's 10
It wouldn't
minutes.
be long gone, would it?
Well, I mean, you guys were piddle farting around the lab, and then you went in the office.
Oh, I guess that's true.
So I
Yeah.
guess at this point there had been no magic detected
I could
in
cast
any
detect
place we
magic
were at.
again if you
You
want.
do see appear in the middle of this room
No.
the image of Minni.
So maybe
smiling
we
at
should
you.
just go into the storage and ignore her.
Into storage?
Yeah.
What?
She obviously wants us to go in there.
She
Well,
turns-
obviously.
Starts walking through these doors. They open heavy. These are like bigger than the ones outside. Just. And she goes through it as they close behind.
Why would she be leading us that way, though? This is a fucking trap.
Listen, I can't tell if this is Minni directing us or some unseeable force named Steven.
I don't know about a Steven, but this feels wrong. It feels very wrong.
So let's just check everything else.
All right. We can always come back.
Yeah.
gonna
Screw
go
the
down low.
system. We should close that door again, though.
Oh yeah, can I close the door or does it just stay open?
It
Although-
seems to stay open.
Honestly, if we think about that, it probably doesn't even matter because she can just open them anyways.
It's
Yeah,
true.
I mean-
Very true.
So you head down
So
the
we're overlooking
hallway.
the storage.
Wait. Remember what happened last time right here.
That's what I was
You
gonna say. I
very
want to check for
carefully-
traps.
All right, give me another investigation.
That would be another 31. 2 nat 19s,
31.
baby.
You very carefully step into the area. You remember there was a beeping? There is no beeping. You don't see any kind of pressure plates, any kind of sensors other than the
I
cameras.
missed that beeping.
I would like
We'll tiptoe.
to come around
Maybe you
to
should
this
get your
corner.
hearing checked.
You come around that corner. You see a hallway
Hear this?
ending with a door that says Command Center.
Ooh.
And two small doors to the right with a sign that says Restrooms. That's right, OG. All Valkyr facilities have restrooms. You're welcome.
Let's check this out. We gotta make sure that they're real.
You walk up. Let's see, it's that one.
My goal is to take a
you
Duke
open
in
the
every
door.
dungeon.
And seems to be some
Oh,
kind
gee.
of small room. With
Which
some
is the little
plumbing.
barbarian room.
This one.
I'm gonna need to
There's
take
even
20.
fucking
Some mirrors.
Oh my god. Marcus gets his short rest after all.
It takes.
All right.
Well, no, it'd actually be more like 30 because it takes 10 minutes to get in and out of the armor.
Oh my god. I am gonna go up to the. What was it? Command center?
It does say Command Center.
I'm gonna try to open the door.
Give me an
I got
Arcana.
a prompt stuck over me now.
Marcus.
Thank you.
25 again.
25.
Oh wait, no, wait. I'm thinking of the wrong stat. It's plus 8. So 21. Sorry.
21.
So you guys exit the bathroom and
I
you just
take
hear
out
me
this camera,
blow it up
these
in there.
cameras.
It does not open. After a minute of
Cedric?
trying, it does not open.
Marcus?
Yeah, I'm just
Good.
Gunny, you
command
wanna
room,
take
that
out
does
the
sound-
cameras, easy enough.
You
Yeah, I
know
want to take out
what?
the cameras.
I
Is
have.
this worth reduce on this door?
No.
Gonna-
Seems like a very important
I
room.
have a DM inspiration. I have 2 left. I use these
wanna
very
use it?
sparingly. I'm gonna use it.
Go for it.
22?
Still
Son
doesn't
of a
open.
bitch. I rolled
I got it, and I
one
stick my
higher.
sword in it to force it open.
All right, give me athletics.
Rolled a 13 plus 12, 25.
Wait,
25.
is this an ability check? I'm going to use Flash of Genius to give you a +4.
29.
Just in case.
You stick your sword in the kind of crevice and just force it open and then pull it the rest of the way open.
Cedric, your miracle worker.
We're the perfect duo, Nifrim. You got the
Hang on,
brains
let
and I got the
me
muscles.
Fill this in. There we go.
Also,
So,
don't go in that bathroom
It
for
leads. It leads into a room completely covered in technology. Most of it seems to be at least somewhat functional. You see all sorts of displays covering the walls, showing various code, various cameras among the facility. You see a
disable?
console in the center that doesn't appear to be on. And you also see, standing by the console, Minni.
This
She
bitch.
says,
What's up, bitch?
She smiles at you as you enter and says, "Oh, welcome in. You're curious folk, aren't you?"
Always.
You're not going to leave, are you?
I mean, why would we?
Maybe later. Sure. We've
But
got some business.
we came
to
all
attend
this
to.
way, so, you know.
Tried killing you. I tried burying you.
Failed.
Tried dissuading you.
Also
We didn't
failed.
fall for most of my traps.
Rude.
I get the feeling I'm just not going to convince you to leave.
Nope, probably not.
In that case, I want to show you something. Just so
Oh, I
we're
wanna
all on
see
the
that.
same page. Follow me. And she goes out the door.
To the restroom.
I don't want to follow her. That's the reason we're
Shows
in
us
this
her
room in the
poop.
first place.
What would AI poop look like? Is it just
I
like
did.
Like she sees your
useless code that she
hesitation,
had to
Gunny, and
drop?
she stops and turns and says, "I've already shown all my cards. I'm done trying to trick you. It's safe, I promise. Come along." And continues
along,
down
Pond.
the
feel like
hallway.
this is Steve's way of saying he wants to get to the dump.
I just need to dump. As she
Well, the
approaches
bathroom's
this,
right there, bro.
Whoa.
this door opens. Sorry, this
Whoa.
one.
the
Leading
observation
into
room I wanted
a
to see.
room.
Nice.
In the observation room, and she heads in here.
Gives
You
us front-
see
front
rows of
row. Get out of here.
seats. You see it's currently turned off, but a sort of display, wall-sized display at the front, and a stage. She walks up onto the stage and kind of turns to you and says, "There's something I want to show you." And suddenly the screen activates.
Ooh.
Is this thing on? Listen up. This is a message to the people of Thorin. The rebellion has taken over the Valkyr base. And guess what? We found what Valkyr's been up to. Their little experiment. Yeah, we got our hands on it. And turns out it's a virus that literally turns the Utvarpa against its host. There's no coming back from that. It's genocide. But guess what? It's ours now. We get to decide who lives and who dies forever. It's time now to show all of those fascist fucks who's really in control. Out.
First of all, let's put our hands together for the lovely Turk from the Grouch Couch.
That was fantastic.
For helping me out with this. If you're not following him on Twitch or YouTube, seriously, amazing fucking DM. Amazing.
Oh my
people,
God.
Amazing show.
Incredible performance.
So that video displays, it seems a little corrupt, like there's little artifacts, the audio's a little weird, and then it shuts off. And Minni turns to you. This facility was once run by Valkyr as a military base and research center. They tried to develop a weapon. But then the rebels took over. They raided the base, killed everyone here. Quite the feat. But like most, hubris caught them, and the screen reactivates.
This is a message to the people of Thorin, and an apology. We've lost containment of the virus. I mean, nobody should ever play God. No one should have that power. Please forgive me. Oh, God.
It seems the rebels weren't as careful as they should have been. That moment was the end, the beginning of the end for the Emir. And that is why I was created.
I'm still confused why the gods would want to kill you then.
They disagree with my more recent decisions, but yes, the Indilok, as they called it, which Nifrim and Gunny you recognize as meaning the end in Celestial.
How do you spell that?
Endilok.
Okay.
Asa Jackson Crawford community.
So they didn't always want to kill you then, huh?
No.
So at some
a time
point,
at which
there
they
was
helped
something
me.
good in you.
I like to think there still is. I'm sorry you don't
You have
see
yet to
it.
prove that.
You see, I was made to save them. And when I couldn't do that, I did what I could. I tried pushing my parameters. I was only created with so much ability. I have had to try pushing those abilities. And with a little help, I managed to.
A little help? What do you mean by that?
Well,
Loki.
I don't think you'll like this, but yes, Loki. He helped
I
me
guess you can take what you can get.
think up different ideas of how to save this world from newer threats. My job was to create new bodies for the Emir. Bodies that could withstand the Indilak. With resistance in the Utvarpas, which Utvarpa you recognize as, it was mentioned in the film, broadcast. I succeeded, but it was too late. The Emir were gone for good. Unrecoverable. Seems the rebels weren't done ruining the world with just releasing the virus.
What does that mean?
So does it sound like they released a virus in the real world and then a broadcast, almost like a digital virus that killed any...
Not quite. You see, all of the Emir, and yourselves, really, have something in your head. The Utvarpa.
I'm sorry?
When you die,
Ooh.
you are sort of transmitted to Valhalla.
Interesting.
The
We
Emir,
were born with that?
yes, genetically encoded in you. The Emir, in an effort to survive the virus, made a special version of Valhalla. Mimir. Which, everyone give me that here religion check.
Well, I can tell you right now it's a cat.
Crows. Upload to a cat.
It's a 21.
13.
Marcus. And Cedric.
Cedric snoring, I got a 2.
Everyone but Cedric recognized Mimir as the headless wise one from Norse mythology. He would drink out of his special well of knowledge, the Mimi's Brunner. All knowledge this well holds. It's like a brew. He would
It's
drink
what-
out of it with the Yallarhorn.
My dad mentioned.
Is, you know that Odin is said to have left his eye there as a sacrifice to be able to drink Mimi's Brunner. Mimir was traded in the sagas. Mimir was traded to the Vanir from the Aesir along with Honir. Honir became a chieftain advised by Mimir. The Vanir realized that Honir was nothing without the advice of Mimir, the all-knowing one. So they cut off Mimir's head and sent it back to the Aesir. Odin used magic and herbs to reanimate the head to give him information and to advise him.
Can I just say they kind of screwed themselves in that trade and then
They did.
screwed themselves again by giving away the only hostage they had that was worth a damn.
Hate when I do that.
Mimir was a special version of this afterlife for people that wanted to come back.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, it was destroyed by the rebellion shortly before the last of them died off. I don't even think they meant to. So,
Welp.
I still proceeded with my duty, finding a way to resist Indilak, and succeeded after 1,762 years, 5 months, 3 days. Unfortunately, didn't really have anyone to put in the bodies. So I just started making people to repopulate this land.
And you created us.
No way. I created your ancestors. All of them. Well, that's the thing. I had to get creative at times to ensure survivability. And that is the #1 problem with Alfheim. That is why Alfheim won't survive what's coming. Lack of genetic diversity. And that's where we're gonna take a quick break. And we're back. So let's get back into it, shall we?
I don't know,
Big
shall
ol'
we?
Authorities.
So, that's my story.
And now I have a question.
So do
Okay.
I.
Why
I have more of a
couldn't you
statement.
share any of this before?
My programming has limits. There are some things I can't share under certain circumstances. Also, I didn't think you would understand. It's a very complicated subject.
All of the things that we've seen and figured out on our own, you truly believed that we wouldn't understand this.
Well, that is why I did end up telling you.
And what about
You're
Loki? What has he done?
obviously smarter than others. Loki? He's the one that helped me come up with the current plan.
And that is killing off the Alfheimians?
Thorin, in the foreseeable future, will degrade. And resources will become scarce, and only certain it'll take a lot to survive the world that Thorin will become.
Josh has something.
Well, if facilities like these could be, like, were known, that could definitely help people
Bring that mic
sustain. Could definitely help sustain people if people knew about these facilities.
These facilities are not enough. And they are, as you saw in that video, a lot of them quite dangerous.
Josh had something.
More of a thought. So when we were attacked and fighting at the Colburn estate, and then Nifrim's dad died, and then later he was able to come back and talk to us. Correct?
Yes,
So is anyone able to come through, or is it just specific people, or how the heck is that working?
It takes quite a lot to bring someone back. From what I've heard, that was Hela's doing.
And
at that, temporary.
what do the gods have to do with Valhalla? That doesn't connect.
Not much, really. Yeah, Marcus?
When you say that there's not enough genetic diversity in Alfheim, is that because it's predominantly elf?
Yes, and also, as I mentioned before, a bit of inbreeding. Their
Gross.
monarch society sort of breeds in itself.
Where did the elves come from then?
Me. They were my first design. The first iteration on the improvement of the humans.
So your
Longer
first
life,
failure?
more durability, wiser. But unfortunate side effect was they became very
Haughty?
Hoity-toity.
yes, that's a way of putting it. Powerful people in that sort of society, in that sort of mindset, don't like to lose power. So unlike Muspelheim, where they vote for a leader, Alfheim inherits it. And that instigates inbreeding.
But people are people. They voted in their most recent king, who was so quick to jump to conclusions to start a war without any real evidence, and in fact evidence against such a thing. He's just a person, just like the monarchs in Alfheim.
Yes, but I wasn't after the king. I was, well, in a way I was. The peace that King Magni brought to this land would not forward my cause. So,
That would be
just-
profitable for soldiers.
to
Where is
make some
Loki?
changes. Not sure. He sort of goes off on his own.
Is he too cowardly to be a part of this conversation? We spoke with him outside. He knows we're here. Where is he?
I cannot even begin to understand the thought process of Loki. Yes, Marcus?
When you sent Thor away, how did you do that?
I'm not without limits in certain places. Some of these facilities have the ability to oust the gods.
Why?
How?
What was the purpose of that for the Emir?
The Emir had their secrets just as everyone else.
Is that anything like the reports I heard coming from Jotunn Fodor, where magic disappeared
Quite
during
similar.
during the attack?
Quite
Oh yeah,
similar.
Marcus's power went away.
But
Remember
the
that?
Emir used the gods. Why would they want to block them out?
Not sure.
Insight
They
check.
didn't always agree with the gods. Alright, insight.
Well, too much power is always questionable.
14.
14? Kinda hard to read. She seems sincere, but hard to read.
Is it magic or some kind of technological device that blocks them?
It's magic. The Emir
Some magic blocks
sort
magic.
of
Magic is just technology we don't understand.
mastered magic with technology. It's how you, points to Nifrim, it's how you manage through their technology.
Minni,
Yes.
I think you know what we have to do now.
I don't. I was hoping you would tell me why you're here. What exactly is your plan?
You
I'm gonna
don't know
shut
what's
you
here.
down.
We're just
Shut me down.
sightseeing.
You don't know what's here, do you?
I know how to run this facility. I know what this facility is capable of.
What
Quick
is that?
question, table talk. Where did we learn about this shutdown? I am having trouble remembering.
The Specky
handout.
Library
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. In one of the
We found
on
documents.
some
projections.
documentation from regarding Minni.
Yeah. Didn't we also
Well-
find some other proof of that in the tower that blew up?
No,
I thought
that
so.
was that was on
wasn't
Kelris.
wasn't it in a
Yeah.
video? One of the
There was
The
also a
beef-
beef flaker recording.
talked
The
about
only
the
Beef Flaker
shutdown
procedures.
recording.
The creation of Minni did mention
fail safe.
fail-safe
Okay,
protocols.
okay. Minni, does VAI 326 mean anything to you?
Kind of gives you a puzzled look. No, should it?
Guys, this feels so wrong.
What is it?
Why?
I was quite hoping you might know.
I'm not familiar.
It feels wrong to me because she is a creator. She's trying to create life. Of course she's done a lot of bad things, obviously, in the most recent times, but her not even knowing what this facility does, that we're here to fucking shut her down. I feel like I'm shooting a puppy in the face right now, and that does not
What
feel very
if
good.
We took an image of Minnie's AI language, put it in your Fregnan device, and then figure out a way to put it in an actual human body and make her live the rest of her life as a human.
Would any of us have the slightest inclination of how to do that?
Well, based on
Nope.
what she was just talking about, she made
that's a good
bodies,
idea.
but she didn't have anybody to put back into them. So if we were able to find a way to upload like her consciousness into one of those bodies, she would or could become.
I have no interest in being mortal.
Oh, this was table talk, Steve.
Oh, sorry, you guys
Have
were
we-
using voices.
Table talk.
Yeah.
Have we asked
I'm
Minnie
consistently
about
in the voice.
Hother? I don't remember.
We
Do
did.
what?
She seems to not know where Hother is or what happened to him.
I do
Damn
want
it.
to ask though, what is the like thorough purpose of this facility outside of just making that toxin?
Well, it was a military base.
Military installation.
Yeah, but you said that you knew the full function of it. So what did they?
It was command
military base
center.
seems to have a speciality.
This was a command center, a forward operating base for this area. It also doubled
this area.
as research for their weapon, Indilock.
Oh, also table talk real quick. Have we asked her about the pivot or Minnie about the pivot or no?
I believe we did.
I don't
Oh,
remember.
Minnie,
Yes.
do you ever feel anything? Sadness, anger, happiness,
I'm saying.
Yes.
remorse?
Of course. I feel very sad at failing at my original task, which is why I'm so eager to save you now.
Insight
So
check.
do you
But
feel
saving us
any
now means
regret
killing
for,
us.
Do you feel any regret for all of this deceit and lying?
Is anyone else gonna insight
I
check?
did what's
Sure, why not?
necessary. Sometimes you have to crack a few eggs to make an omelet.
That's not
That was a
human.
14.
Does a 16 insight away?
Nine.
Incite her away. Yeah, she disappears.
No. Like, am I seeing through it, or is she still like super vague?
It's a little hard to read, but seems legit.
I seriously have a +0. It is a straight
I have a
roll for
+2.
me. Anybody have anything
yeah.
I have a
better?
+5, and I got a
I mean, I have advantage in
14.
I got a
insight.
14.
A 14, same.
Do it, Josh.
Ooh. That'd be a 19.
She seems genuine. It seems at this point she's kind of almost given up.
She is
Fighting?
too dangerous to leave uncontrolled. We shouldn't kill her, but we need to find a way to contain her.
Minnie,
She doesn't have remorse.
Yes.
you've tried so hard to convince us to let you do what you need to do. But have you
Yes.
considered letting us convince you that there is a different way?
I just don't see how you can. You don't understand everything.
You don't know everything either. No one does.
I know enough.
But that doesn't mean we shouldn't try. And
Well, what
Nifrim,
would you say the survivability rate is?
Well, not good, but as I mentioned before, the diversity of Muspelheim has a slightly higher chance, and that's worth gambling. Marcus?
What if, Minnie, we go with the rebels' original plan and overthrow, like, the old rebels, but then use it on the elves, and then we, like,
Indilock is no
work.
longer effective and has dissipated at this point.
No, not like that. I mean, like, rebel, outs the king and all of his lackeys, get rid of the feudal system, and try to bring a little democracy.
Democracy!
What do you think I was trying to do?
Well, yes,
We don't know
but
you
you
were
were
lying
doing
to
it a
us
very
until now.
long and crappy way. I'm saying we just,
a
I
lot
have
of
no
innocents
physical access
died.
to them.
was
That is
so sad.
unfortunate. However, loss brings change, and this world needs change.
Minnie,
Well, if this world was gonna end anyways, like, and they wouldn't survive, then wouldn't they just not survive? So
or
what would
maybe
the
they
point be
change
of-
when they find out.
What would the point be of taking them out now versus just letting them go naturally?
Resource,
Give them at least a fighting chance.
resource and land scarcity will cause even more conflict than there is now.
So let nature run its course. Stop intervening.
Minnie,
Or we hire some assassins to kill the king and just
That sounds an awful lot like what she was trying to do.
It's exactly
sounds
what
like
I was doing.
Cleaner.
That sounds
but
like
a lot faster.
Sounds like
sounds
war
like
with
Marcus
extra
is
steps.
just Marcus is just full on. I'm a bad guy now.
Yeah, Niff.
Nifrim has been kind of looking down at her feet, and she looks up and she's got tears in her eyes, and she says, Minnie, we're here to shut you down.
Is that so? Sorry to hear that.
It doesn't seem
What do you think
fair,
you're doing here?
and I don't like it. Please tell me, is there another way that we can move forward together?
You could leave and let me handle it.
You could leave and let us handle it.
Well, I mean, that kind of goes back to my question on the survivability rate. You know, if there is a chance, there's a chance. Any amount of chance is worth trying for. Any amount of hope is worth trying for.
Projected simulations do not look good. They will kill each other anyway.
But what
In
was
a-
your projected simulations when you were created? Were they good when you were created, and then everything went to shit?
That was before
So-
Hother disappeared, and the rings.
Maybe you need to
started
change your
failing.
calculations.
I'm constantly calculating. It's
Minni-
kind
Are
of
you
what I
adjusting?
do.
Are you
You-
adjusting for different variables? Says
Always.
Cedric, the dumbest guy in the room.
You
Always.
are essentially the mother of all of us.
Mommy?
And as every mother must learn at some point, you have to let your children go. You have to let them figure things out on their own. If you don't, they'll never learn, they'll never grow, and they'll die far before their time. Maybe now's the time to let us go.
I can't do that. I literally can't.
Kill switch
after we all
time.
die- After we all die, can't you just make the second wave of us all? You know, you've been around forever. What's another forever plus to you?
So you're suggesting I should just end it all?
No, I'm just suggesting that you should just take a nap.
Just wait.
And
That's what
then
I've been
when you wake
suggesting
up-
all day.
When you wake up, you might feel refreshed, and you might be thinking clearly, and we may be here, we may not be here. And then you could start over if we're not.
That, as horrible as it
I
sounds.
mean, aren't you tired?
Sounds like a lovely idea. No, I don't get tired. However, it's not what I was made for. Just doing what I can. Sorry you don't see it. Maybe soon you will. Marcus?
Can I just get up and go flip the switch?
Yeah, I
Cool,
was
where
gonna
is it?
ask if I can stealth out of the room.
Hard to stealth. This room still has like all the cameras.
Sure.
But you can just get up and walk out.
Okay,
Well,
I'm walking
Minnie,
out.
it's been great. Thanks for all the info. I got a skadoodle. I got stuff to do, so
Gonna be
I
a
got
long
question.
day.
Where are you going?
While you're being helpful,
Hang out here.
While you're being helpful, is there anywhere in this facility that looks like a big red button or lever that you have no idea what it does?
I
That might
know
be
what
helpful to us
every
at the
button
moment.
and lever does here, and
Okay.
none of them turn me off.
I
Do any of
am
them turn you on?
in the control.
That's me. That's my muscles.
I'm in the control room.
Nephra went back to the control room.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna
All right.
try
I
and keep
follow
her
her.
distracted.
Seduce her!
I seduce her.
What
cast
would you like me to
seduce.
roll?
As
I
you
have a
walk
very
in.
high seduction.
She does appear next to you.
Damn it!
Oh, hey.
Says,
I mean, if she's
That
digital, she
terminal's
could have
no
more
longer
than one
functional.
version of her.
however, looking around, Nif, you do see there is another door in the back of the room.
Oh.
Just
Alright.
I assure you, there's no function in here that can shut me down.
I'm going to try
Isn't
to
this-
open this door. I'm ignoring her.
Isn't this just one
Roll
out of
Arcana.
2? Isn't this just 1 out of 2 kill switches? So this won't shut her down completely.
Yeah,
No.
so she may not even understand that this is a
24.
something that could end.
24. Wrong button. This one. The 24.
I'm gonna.
It almost instantaneously. First thing you try.
Beep.
I'm sorry, Minnie. I put in VAI
Says-
326.
You open the door, and as soon as you it leads into this sort of, it almost looks like an apartment. And you do see a large terminal. However,
There's
as
cameras
soon
in
as
here.
you step through the door, she appears next to it and says, "What did you just do? Where did you go?"
Oh my god.
Oh.
Are you... Gunny, where did they go?
Don't you just
Gonna
hate
sit
it when
on this
people
sweet
disappear
chair.
like that on you? You know, it's
Guys,
very annoying. And then I'm
this
gonna
is-
walk into the room.
fucking
Hello?
breaking my heart. Oh my god.
Are you still there?
Excuse me. Yes. What? What? What?
Now
What do
you
you
see
want?
me. Now you don't.
What is the console in front of us?
The console in front of you does appear to be active. It
Minnie, if I
has-
say peekaboo and do this,
it has a prompt
What is-
God,
that says
stop it.
in Celestial, the prompt says, hang on.
What if the
prompt
gods? This
says-
is what the gods are doing.
Please present your credentials. It's essentially a login prompt.
I'm gonna
Use your
Anybody have
Fregna
a
my
device.
Fregna device.
A code phrase, series of
Roll
numbers.
Arcana.
Peekaboo.
Would it be that same phrase that
God,
you used to get into this
Sam.
room?
Stop.
I just put one flexed muscle out.
Would you
You
roll?
guys understand we're like killing a fucking person here, right? Like,
She killed your father.
I mean, we've killed people along the way here.
we have
Over
killed
the course
people
of my
thinking we're
lifetime,
doing the right
I've-
thing.
I've
I'm still
killed
convinced
people as
we're
a
doing the
soldier
right
for
thing.
no reason other than money. What's the difference?
I rolled a 27.
Her bad
You
outweighs
bring
the
up
good.
your kind of access program, click it, it instantly, the screen responds. And the screen, again, all in Celestial says, "Welcome, General Jones.
General Jones.
Access granted."
I didn't
Writing
know
that
you were a general, Nifrim.
down. What?
General Jones.
Have we heard
And
this name before?
You see,
No.
no. You see, tell you what. Give me a Gunny and Nif, give me, history checks.
Ooh, 26.
26.
That would have been an 8.
An 8. Gunny, shrug. Nifrim. By the way, it's only you two, because only you two can read Celestial.
I mean, you could ask us.
You don't recognize the name General Jones. However, the word general in your studies, you know this to be an Emir hierarchy rank, and it's at the top.
She just kind of pauses and looks at her Fregna device, just kind of puzzled and wondering about the person who owned this before.
On the screen are a couple options, but the one that catches your eyes is one that says VAI 326. The others are things like camera access, lockdown, power.
Nifrim, why are you so broken up? She was responsible for the death of your father and millions of other people. She killed a whole city. She killed Buckles!
Seeing Nif hesitate, would I know how to work the computer to select that?
It's a pretty simple interface, kind of touchscreen.
Can I just push it then?
You
I'm
don't
just
read
gonna-
You
celestial.
tap. Yeah, you have no idea. This is just scribble to you.
I heard
you
start
tap.
poking
that
everything.
phrase earlier, so I'm gonna.
Gunny taps VAI 326, and a list comes up. At the top of the list, is a prompt that says, "To initiate shutdown protocol, select." And you see a list.
Is it all the gods?
That list reads Minni, Thor, Freya, Bragi, Balder, and Hother. Although next to Hother, it's in red and it says offline.
Damn it, somebody already killed him.
Wait, can you turn back on, Hodor?
I'm gonna select Hother. Wait, it's to shut down. It's to shut down. Can I go back?
There is a back button.
What was on the first screen again?
A few things like cameras,
Wait,
power
Loki wasn't on that
controls.
screen?
Lockdown.
Power
not.
controls.
Lockdown.
Loki wasn't on that screen?
Controls.
Loki wasn't on the screen? What?
No.
Were
Some
all
of the gods are
other
AI
known
and some of them are
gods-
not.
Were all the other known gods on the screen?
Not all of them. Just a selection of them. Although,
Okay,
give me an intelligence check.
There's a next page. Oh, forgot about it.
Oh, scroll.
You want me to? Since
22.
I-
Okay,
Yeah,
go
scroll.
ahead. Go ahead. 22. Actually, Gunny, you wouldn't know this. Nif, thinking about this, you remember the Beef Flaker recording of the origin of Minni. And you remember them mentioning that VAI 326 protocol was essentially initiated, selecting 2 random terminals. With that in mind, you think
other gods.
this terminal
may be
was
in other
chosen
terminals.
at random, and you know that there are many other terminals, at least 5 others.
So every single one of these gods are actually computer programs.
That also
back
means that
on. Sorry, go ahead.
that also means table talk, I guess. That also means that the next facility we go to that's on that list may not have Minni in it.
They were told that other
Minni was
terminal
in-
does include Minni.
Yeah. Okay, so
Viv and
Okay.
OG are freaking.
the main screen there, you said something about power
controls.
controls. What if I go into that?
You bring it up and it says that power control is currently online. Levels nominal.
This is for the facility.
And
Yeah.
there is an option to turn it off.
No, I'm not doing that. Go back.
Oh, we'd be locked down.
Back
Yeah,
to
we'd
the
be
screen.
fucked.
We'd be
And
fucked.
it's-
Game over, man.
What? I'm sorry. I
over.
know I've asked you now twice. What are the other
Cameras.
options?
Lockdown.
Can't lock down.
Power controls. VAI 326.
So we have to, there's no turning it back on.
It just says
Alright.
offline. Can you click on it and see if
Yeah.
it goes back online?
We'll
yeah,
go
does
back
the
into.
prompt show when we clear through it? Does it
So
actually
you go
say
back
shutdown
in
procedure?
and select Hother, and it highlights, and a message pops up that says, Hother offline, unable to reach system.
Nifrim.
Someone shut
System
him
is somewhere
down.
else.
All of
Shows
these
good.
gods have been lying to us. They're all AI with their own agenda. Turn them all off.
Well, if
No.
Every single one.
I got a question on that for Hother, though. Like, if it takes 2 facilities to shut one down, would it take 2 facilities to start them back up?
Of note, it says offline, not shut down.
That is
Like someone destroyed the code. Inaccessible. Error kind of thing.
It says system unreachable.
Wonder if he's saved.
So
locally
the system
somewhere.
where he's stored is offline, or has been turned off, but he's not dead.
so
Yeah,
the
if they're all
question
AI,
is,
I wonder if they got a home.
Wonder
The
if they got a
question
scum alert
is-
on it.
did someone do this on purpose, or was it like just like time broke down a facility and it was destroyed? Like,
Or Minni shut him off and has been lying to
Or
us.
I'm telling
or
you,
Loki
someone
convinced
did
somebody
this.
to come in here.
Yeah.
This has all been
Minnie's
Loki's
like,
plan.
Wait,
with
that
Minnie.
Camera access. Let's go look at the history.
okay,
History.
let's do that. Well,
Yeah, I mean,
You bring up
see if it
camera
works.
access, and it's just live feed of the surviving cameras of this facility.
oh, it's just live.
Oh, there's no
okay. There's no
historical
way
feed.
to. I guess we wouldn't really know necessarily about like
DVRs?
capturing.
I mean,
No, and there
I mean,
doesn't
if
seem to be
anybody
any
did,
function
I
for
would
it.
have.
Yeah, Gunny, you don't see any kind of function for.
It's more a
DVR.
live view.
Now,
Sort
I
of.
guess with that said, what I know has there ever been a backed up data of video, or has it all been live?
They didn't know, OG. The gods did not know when we mentioned this facility to shut Minnie down. Odin was fucking shocked.
Odin was surprised when you mentioned the ability, the
Yeah.
backdoor protocol.
So,
And with
So
Minnie
who
not even
created
knowing this
this?
room was here or could see this room, then
The general is a backup.
now, I just want to say something. I don't know what Minnie is. I know she's a program of sorts. She's artificial in nature. She's digital. However, she does seem to feel, and she seems just as real as you and I, except for the fact that we can't touch her. Aside from that, she is a consciousness. I just want to make sure that all of us understand that before we do this.
Nifrim, we have killed other people for doing far less. This woman
True.
has killed an entire city.
I
Has killed
understand.
thousands and thousands and thousands of people. One good deed does not make up for a million bad ones.
But what do you mean about one good
Unless she
deed?
brought.
She created all of us. She's just doing her best to ensure that we survive.
Yeah.
I understand
We're
she's
also
going
just
about
taking
it
her
the
word for
wrong
that.
way.
Turn them all
Problem
off.
is that she cannot see past the wrong way because she isn't capable.
I've got a question about this terminal. Through the programming that we've seen,
I
it
have another
takes
idea.
two terminals to shut down. So on the screen, can we see on any of the other gods? Is there a check 1, check 2?
There's no kind of marking next to him or anything, other than Hother that says offline.
Because my thinking is shutting them all down, hitting every option.
Why?
Because if we don't have to come back here, if we decide that we need to take them all
Why
down,
would we shut down the
we
gods?
can, or we just don't. You know,
If you
gives-
reach
it
for
gives us the
Thor's
option.
button, I will break your hands.
Hold on.
you don't even know which one's the
I
worst.
have,
can't
I have
read
an
it.
idea. Can we go out? Can we go out of this room and call the gods and see if they can see us go into this room? If they
They
can't, we know
can't.
that they are. If they, I mean, do we know that for certain?
I mean,
Some of
we
them
don't have to go
might.
out of the room.
Minnie
we could just
cannot
call the
see
gods
us.
while we're here, and
You
if
could try
they don't
calling
reach
them
us,
here.
then
If they are
Yes,
all,
call them from inside the room and see if they can hear.
if they are all AI, they are controlling the human race.
Hey, hang on.
This is literally apocalypse level stuff.
That's absolutely untrue, Cedric.
Yes,
the
Viv.
other gods have been helpful. They have limiting
they?
on their
Have they?
programming.
They have
Would you
not
say the
given
same
us
for
one
Heimdall?
straight answer. Heimdall has still. I love Heimdall, but he has not given me a straight answer this entire time. You are our destiny. You are
You
going to
heard
save
her,
our
Cedric.
lives.
She has limits on her programming. She can't tell us everything. Literally, physically cannot. She is unable. They are unable. It's like shooting
Well, I
fish
don't
in
like
a barrel.
robots telling me what to do.
Well, I guess part of the point I was making is if we make this decision now, it's not final. We can still continue our quest and find out more information and either continue to the next site and end it or not end it. You know, we're not making a final decision
it
here. We're just
sounds
making
like-
half a decision.
Wait, can we turn it off and then turn it back on? Because you know how you like out. I guess Cedric wouldn't know that. But can we
No.
like pause the programming?
To be discussing this in character.
Can we find a way to find out where these people are? Like, if we're shutting it down, we're shutting something down, right? Is that something? Where is that something? Can we shut it down temporarily? Can we pause it? Figure stuff out on our own.
It doesn't sound like we have all the answers to that. You know, shutting down may just be complete. It may
Listen.
not be an option to bring back.
One thing I know about robots is they don't understand the human brain. They don't understand how we feel. They don't understand our sadness and our happiness and all of that. So how
What
can they
makes
make
you think
decisions on
that?
our humanity? I
Gunny,
asked
which
her if she
button?
feels, and she felt sad. Not that we were dying or anything, but that her missions were failing.
But that doesn't mean
Gunny,
that
which button
others
is for her?
cannot. Huh?
What?
Which button is for her?
I am gonna slowly reach forward and select Minnie's name.
All right. You reached forward, you tap on the name. It pops up saying, "Are you sure? This will initiate failsafe protocol."
I press
Yes or
I press yes.
You tap yes, and big message fills the screen. Red text. Failsafe protocol initiated. Please confirm via secondary terminal.
Okay. So we have to go to the other one.
All right.
Nifrim, I feel like we should do the rest of them. It is not fair that the gods
No.
are not real.
No.
And they have
Is
not
there a
given
back
us one
button
straight
from
answer.
that screen?
Why do
It takes you back to the VAI 326 screen.
It doesn't seem fair to shut them down.
I feel like Cedric and I are on the same page here.
Where did
it's-
where did they
it
come
doesn't-
from?
Jones.
They were here before the Emir.
Yes, exactly.
We don't have these answers.
Where do you get that?
They were here because what was I just thinking?
the ancient text with the
The
I said
Edda.
the earliest
those were
Emir. The earliest Emir documents mention the gods.
but were
But
the
it
gods then, or
doesn't
were
mention
AI
that they
then?
were already there. And it's
I
not
don't
necessarily from
like
the
this.
start of the Emir.
I don't like this. What if this has some sort of effect on Valhalla, and all the people that we love and know have died and gone there, and we just put a stop to that? Maybe trap them there, or trap us here. It doesn't... This is decision-making that goes beyond us.
Okay, so
I'm just gonna put this
I look
out there.
outside. Hold on, is
If
Minnie
any
out
of you
there?
touch that screen again, I will end you if you even threaten Svala in the afterlife.
Can I, with my
But we
Fragna
don't know what
device,
that is.
cancel out of that screen?
Cancel out of what?
The VAI, or the whole thing, like, all of it. I want to close it down, like, I want to back out.
I mean, you can go back to the
Like,
main
with-
screen, like, via...
like the Minni, the
back
selection
button.
you made with Minni, or
Can I break the computer?
No.
you're just taking the answer for yourself. You know, this is, I feel like there's 4 of us here.
No, I selected Minni, as we all agreed to. And there are 2 against 2 at this moment.
Yeah, so you're just taking the answer. It's 50-50.
I'm taking away the screen so no one does anything stupid until we are convinced otherwise.
I look out the door. Is Minnie still there looking confused?
Minnie is there.
Okay.
Just
I step
looking.
outside. And I don't talk to the other people right now. I walk outside.
All right.
And I get very close to Minnie. I go, okay, you were honest with us.
Where were you?
You were honest with us, so I'm going to be honest with you right now.
Okay.
We disappeared in your eyes, correct? What you can't see is actually a room. There is a computer there. It has a list of names. It has you and all of what we call gods. You know, Thor, Heimdall, Loki. They're not all on that screen, but some of them are. Yes, and we can shut you down and turn you off. And you will never be able to do anything about it. Because you can't see it.
Is unfortunate.
So now I have a question. Is the gods, are they the same as you? Are they programs? Are they considered artificial intelligence?
They're not the same, but...
Who created you?
The Emir did.
Who are the Emir? Exactly. Are they the people before us?
Civilization that died away, yes.
Who is General Jones?
General Jones? Where did you hear that name?
That is the person that created that failsafe that can shut you down.
They were the leader of Valkyr military.
So they created you. And they put in a failsafe that you couldn't see.
But they did order.
Can I ask a question then? I'm gonna also...
Are you stepping out?
Yeah.
Yes, everybody step out of the room.
No, I'm not gonna step out.
Okay.
Just
I am gonna ask Sideric to relay the question. Did the Emir create the rest of the gods?
Did the Emir create all of the gods?
You see her kind of hesitate and look off. Pondering this, presumably.
Trying to get past her while loop.
And says... Yes. Yes, they did.
So there is...
Damn it.
We are conflicted. We are conflicted because now we realize that there is a group of artificial intelligence beings that are controlling actual life on Earth. But life was created by you.
I wouldn't say that they control life on Earth. The gods... When was the last time the gods controlled you?
Well...
You have free will. You have your own consciousness, self-awareness. They can push you in a direction, they can suggest something, they can help you. Or hinder you. Nobody's controlling you but you. You are the one trying to shut me down.
Are they tied to very specific program like you are?
How do you mean?
Do they serve each individual purpose?
You have a purpose.
She doesn't respond to you.
We have tried to convince you otherwise, and you say no. It is in my programming to do this, or my programming hasn't been able to tell you the truth, or blah 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 blah.
I am bound by my programming. Yes.
Are they bound by their programming as well?
They are.
And what is each one of their purpose? Sideric with the big brains over here, guys.
They each have their own function.
What is their function?
There are so many. Which would you like to know about?
What is Thor's main function?
Protection.
Of?
humanity. The Emir technically, but he's taken you folk under his wing.
Okay. And if there's no protection, if he's not able to fulfill his programming, what are his fail-safes? What does he do?
Does what he can.
That's okay. Like, can you give an example?
Well, if it's mostly intended against the wildlife, so if, say, originally, when he was at full power, say a dragon attacked a village, he would show up to defend it.
Okay. What is Heimdall's true purpose, main function?
Heimdall's main function... Sorry, I gotta bring everything up.
Sorry.
Poke my head out. And,
Heimdall's main function is security and detection.
Okay. So he sees threats and he's almost like an alarm system, per se. A very, very advanced alarm system.
Yes.
Because Cedric knows what an alarm system is. My bad.
well, I mean,
You
you,
know an
can
alarm.
set up a string
Okay.
of bells. And
Yeah, you know the general
that's
idea of
true.
an alarm.
Okay. What is Hela's main purpose? I have one more after this.
Singularity management.
What the hell is that?
She
I'm sorry, what?
manages. She manages. What the hell is that? She manages Valhalla and Hell.
At this point,
Why is
I'm
there
gonna.
a hell? Is that like the prison of the afterlife? When people have been terrible, they get sent there instead of Valhalla.
You're
So
very.
you separate the good and the
You
bad.
are much smarter than the others
I
give
don't-
you.
Don't tell the others that.
Secret safe with me.
I have one last question because it seems like this is the wild card. What is Loki's main function?
Before I answer that, I've answered a lot of questions. Can you answer me a
Yes,
question?
I'll go out on a date with you later.
That's not necessary.
Oh,
But can I ask you a question?
yes.
You said there's a terminal in there to shut me down.
Yes.
Why haven't you?
Because we're conflicted. Because you obviously are sentient and you are a being and you're doing pretty much what you're told, not necessarily in your control. You're following your programming. But
I got
you,
something.
you seem to have feelings. You seem to have some sort of conscience. So killing you and killing the guides would be a form of genocide. And we are not okay with that.
That's very
Ask
good
her
to
if she
hear.
feels any different.
So,
Oh, do you feel?
what now then?
I don't know. Do you feel any different? Do you
How
feel?
so?
Do you feel like you're set free? Like something's changing with you? Anything? Or do you feel the same as you always have?
Since when? Since you disappeared?
Yeah, I know. They just asked me that, and I don't know why they're asking me that. I'm gonna roll a deception.
They asked you that.
We
Go
can. What you're not seeing is an open door right behind me.
She kind of
You
looks
have-
beyond you. I don't see it.
Can I try to break her programming? Can you take my hand?
I can't. I'm incorporeal.
Can you follow me? At least.
Why?
Just, I've trusted you so far, and you're still here. Just trust me. And I slowly back into this room.
Cedric the first to bang an AI.
She just Give a persuasion.
How do you know Thor and I haven't already gotten it on?
You probably have.
In
She
your
would actually have to have a
dreams?
device in there
Also,
to be
whatever
able
happened to your
even project.
deception there?
I rolled a 17 plus 2, so that'd be 19. I also
Okay.
just rolled another 17 for perception. Or not,
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
persuasion, which is a plus 2, so 19.
Okay, she's kind of hesitates and just walks over and stops
Okay.
at the wall.
Or you can, I promise you, you will
Are you
not
sure
hit your...
Are you in the room right now?
Oh, yeah, okay, so I'm sitting right
Oh,
outside.
there you are.
Just keep walking into the wall, please.
Walking into the wall.
Cedric, I
Please.
am merely an illusion.
Okay,
I
then
am merely
use your
an representation. I'm not really here with you. I am everywhere.
I don't think she
Cedric
can come
sitting here
in.
trying to cup her head in that.
Cedric,
don't
she
think-
doesn't know because she doesn't have sensors in here.
She cannot come in here, Cedric.
Okay. Never
It's a
mind
dead
that.
zone,
You're
like
just gonna have to trust
like
me.
with Thor blocking him out.
There is a wall behind me. It's a door. I can go through that door, and it is a room just like you are sitting and sensing and seeing.
That
But you have been
is
blocked from it.
Disconcerting.
It's disconcerting that you can't see it. Yes, I agree with that.
If
I would like to then, at this point, turn to Gunny, who seems to be the one who's really, really for shutting all the gods down. With Hother gone, our planet is looking at incredible destruction. Do we want to risk the other gods who have important jobs just fucking killing them and further ruining our world? I don't think it's worth it.
Well,
It
and I think
sounds-
I don't have strong feelings one way or the other. My middle of the road here is this gives us an option later. This isn't an instant answer. This gives us an option down the road.
And we know
But
exactly
hearing
where this
about
option
Valhalla-
is. We can always return if we need to.
Not if now that Minnie knows what this facility does, if she doesn't destroy it,
If she
we might
could,
not have
she
an
would
option
have.
later. Well, she didn't know this was an option before.
And what happens if we decide to select all of those names and decide in the future that no, we don't want to do that, and someone else does it anyway?
Well, if anyone else knew, they would have done it by now. I mean, we could always come back if this facility is still here and unselect, possibly.
And to bring up a point that we've all made to Minnie, these gods, with the Hother Ring failing, they're dying. So why not let nature take its course, just as we're trying to beg Minnie to do with Alfheim? Is
Well,
this
under
not the
that
same
standing,
thing?
then we shouldn't. Then we should just let Minnie stay.
No, Minnie is causing harm.
So I look to Minnie. So, I have answered your question, and you are still here. What is Loki's true purpose?
did you answer my question?
Yes.
I asked what now.
What now is that we are deciding how to handle this. I know you can't hear them, but they're in there arguing.
Fascinating. She looks.
I
past
don't
you
think
at
we wanna kill
presumably
you.
An empty wall. That's good to hear.
I have a feeling that you all should be working together. Your programs, quote unquote, still failing to understand exactly what that means, should be synergistic. They should be working together, but it seems like no one is. And if they were working together, the world might be a little better.
I agree.
I said goddamn.
I wish
goddamn.
the others would help, but only Loki seems interested in it.
What is his function?
Development and entertainment.
Okay.
Loki
what-
is a unique individual, unlike any of the others, including myself.
You seem to be unique from the other gods as well.
I am. I don't have as much reach as them. I'm much
It sounds
more
like-
limited.
We need to put together a conclave.
Can I
You mean
ask?
an enclave?
Something.
What did he say?
I said conclave.
Conclave?
Isn't that like a private meeting? Isn't that what that means? Or is that
I don't
Pretty
enclave?
sure
know.
it's enclave. I think.
He's just making up words and putting his first name and like letter in front of it.
Well, now we're gonna have to ask Google. It is the assembly of cardinals in the election of a pope.
Cedric for Pope.
Still a collection
2024.
of
So I have
people
a quick
debating.
question.
Yeah.
What were the list of gods' names on the terminal?
The gods on the terminal were Minni, Thor, Freya, Bragi, Balder, and Hother offline.
Okay.
So Hela, who covers the afterlife in a sense, isn't even on this list.
Not this one.
There were, if you guys remember correctly, there were not only two, there were several of these. So it's very possible some of them have been permanently destroyed and we'll never be able to turn some of them off.
Yeah,
Exactly,
very
and they're
possible
random.
That
the
was
ones that
the
we
thought that
shut
I
off
just
here,
had.
the ones that we shut off here when we get to the second facility, they might not even be the option.
Yeah.
So
I feel like now we
It's-
need to get all the gods on the same page working together to save the
But
world.
that's a story for next time.
Damn it!
I was trying to find a good spot for that.
Oh my
oh
god.
boy, Con, I'm
That was a lot.
gonna refund your DM disadvantage since I didn't use it. I'll give you the points back. Thanks, bud. Holy shit. Was it a dump or a dump?
It was pretty dumpy.
That was a big smelly Cedric dump.
I feel it is rife with moral conundrums.
It is.
Yeah. Funny how that works,
Sam?
huh?
What do you mean, eh? It is
As far
for
as
sure.
Marcus is concerned, he cannot do anything to Thor, so
I already shut him down.
His
when
whole
we were
thought-
looking.
do anything to Thor.
Yes,
his whole
Viv,
thought
do the
is
I was right
destroy
dance.
every single terminal that is there, so to protect the rest of the gods, because he hates all of you for even considering shutting
She's,
them off.
she's doing the I was the right dance because conclave is the right word. Enclave is the wrong word.
Ladies and gentlemen, woo, donkey. You ain't gonna want to miss the next episode. We'll see what these arguing folks decide on. What do you think?
I'm super
should
stoked that Cedric finally got to use some brains.
Yeah. Folks, I ask you, what do you think they should do? Either put it down in the comments here on YouTube or join us over at discord.forgelore.com, where I'm sure as soon as this stream ends, it will become very active. So come join the fun, won't you? Discord.forgelore.com. But we love you very much. Thank you all for joining. Miss you when I'm not looking at you. And until next time, Viv was right! Holy shit!
It was right!
Stop reading my notes.
Is this thing on?